Hey everybody, hope you're well, and it is James from WALC. I'm the CEO, and today I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of our white paper. So first of all, we've got the contents page, just really outlining all the different areas that we're going to talk about today. So what is WALC, the problems, solutions, the ecosystem and the tokenomics, as well as the ICO and the token distribution, use of funds, roadmap team, all that good stuff. So what is WALC? WALC is a blockchain solution company and accelerator to nurture the next generation of blockchain companies. Our vision is to create a complete ecosystem using the WALC token to reduce risks for investors and provide the best chance of success for projects. Our goal is to create a real-world commercial business and retail solution utilizing blockchain technology which generates profits, as well as nurturing new projects utilizing our very experienced team with our one team ethos. Our mission is to live our passion, which is where the name WALC came from. We all love crypto. We'll be the most profitable and the biggest project on the Near protocol, and will create products of value and support other projects to do the same and be the #1 accelerator in the crypto space. I believe we have a really clear vision of what we want to do and how we want to do it. Our goal is really clear. This part relates to a company called the Real-Time Payment Company, which is going to be the company that generates the profits to fund the accelerator, and that is a banking blockchain project. And then our mission is really clear, I believe. We want to come in and use the profits from our banking project instead of just disappearing into the sunset and having a laugh. We actually want to push the space forward. We want to push the technology forward. And the best way you can do that is by giving back, and an accelerator and the way we've designed it is the best way to do that. So the problems that we see, there's huge failure rates in the space. Less than 6% of projects actually get off the ground and get going. Skills and experiences, many projects have great ideas but lack the skills and experiences to make projects really commercially viable and profitable. Funding's an issue, sort of accessing to it, continuous dilution, and then lack of money management when they do get the money. And also the commercial adoption. The commercial adoption of blockchain, not crypto. If you talk crypto to banks and big businesses, they sort of switch off straight away. So what do we see as the solution? Well, we believe our accelerator program gives teams access to our C-level team of really experienced marketing, finance, planning, forecasting, zero-based budgeting team that can help projects to really surround themselves with the right skills to make their project successful. We're also looking at continuous funding. So we have 3 key things. One, obviously we'll run an ICO, that gives us some starter capital. We have the real-time payment business, which is within banks, which again generates huge profits, and we're using those profits to roll back into the accelerator. And the final part is the actual ecosystem itself. The way it works is projects get money, they launch, they get successful, they get profitable, and then they give back to the accelerator so we can bring more projects in. We also have our one token. Unlike a lot of incubators, what they do is they will bring you in, take some equity, let you have access to their team, give you a little bit of help and hope for the best, and hope it's a numbers game and that you're the 1 in 10 that does really well. Well, what we've decided to do is actually every project that comes in, we're going to take some equity, but you also have to adopt a token. So everybody will use the WALC token, and therefore what it will do is give greater token stability, increased utility, and actually it reduces the risk for investors, because an investor might buy 10 coins and wonders, well they've just lost on 9, where with WALC obviously we're going to have a very high vetting program, which again will allow us to pick more successful projects. So actually the overall token value will go up versus if you bought individual projects, and that way everybody benefits. Our Pierre La Resistance is the real-time payment company. So we have designed a banking infrastructure payment solution for FX wholesale payments. Now, if you don't know anything about FX wholesale payments, it is the largest traded market on the planet. When we first did the research, it was trading at around 6.4 trillion a day. Quite recently, the numbers have been up to 7.2 trillion a day. We already have been working with a top tier bank. We should be going live in Jan 2024 with this. So we'll be using the profits from that project to help in the accelerator. That particular project will be the largest commercial use case of blockchain on the planet. So how does the ecosystem work? Well, hopefully this explains it quite simply. Is there is a holding company, which is WALC, and then what we have below are all the projects that will come in to the WALC accelerator. Real-time payments, obviously the first one, and this will provide huge liquidity for the project. And what happens is as the projects come in and they mature and they get to a profit-making stage, what happens is that money then rolls back up to the WALC holding company. 25% is used for buy and burn of the WALC token. Again, a real good driver for driving token value. We've seen that with such exchanges like Binance. 50% of those funds is then reinvested back into the WALC projects and the accelerator, and then 25% is paid to the shareholders of the WALC holding company and investors to obviously repay them back for helping us get started. So here's a simple breakdown of the token utility, and as you can see, there's all the different projects. They're held by WALC Holdings. You can see that we're going to buy the token back. We're also going to do some staking long term. New projects will constantly be coming in and adding value, and that really the overall premise is to get the token price up over a long period of time and do it in a sustainable fashion. We don't really want to be jumping 20, 30, 40 cents at a time. I know it's great and it's great for trading and people love it, but ideally we'd like to see a real strong continuous growth over time rather than bang and bust, bang and bust, bang and bust. In terms of the token itself, we'll have referral programs, there'll be staking. We'll eventually look to do our own exchange. As one of our co-founders has built exchanges previously for other exchanges and helped out other big exchanges with different solutions. We're also going to do a buyback. We've got the one token for all, so everybody will use the same token. And then we'll be burning tokens as well. We've seen that work so well for Binance and the price there and creating that scarcity. So that's definitely some key things that we will be doing to help drive the token price. And the overall premise is if we get the token price up, it means we have a bigger war chest. A bigger war chest means we can invest in more projects. In terms of token distribution, there will be 5 billion tokens minted. Sounds a lot, but when you get down to it, it won't be a lot at all. First of all, you've got the accelerator. So that's our war chest. That's going to be 40%. So that is really part of the reinvestment package that we have put together long term, and also tokens for different projects. We've also got the ICO, where 26% of tokens will be released. 10% for staff, influencers and advisors. And then we have the founders reserve. So the founders reserve will work like this. If we need to take more tokens and do something with the accelerator, it comes out of the founders pot. It doesn't come out of the staff and influencers pot or any other pot. It comes out of ours. And what that does is makes us highly accountable for how we run this project. And I've built it this way because a lot of projects don't build it that way. They just have like a 10% reserve and they do all this type of thing. We're now incentivized to do really well because we get more tokens. And if we don't hit the goals and targets, then we're going to eat into that founders pot and that becomes the reserve. So there's a massive incentive for us to really hit all our goals, do everything we say we're going to do. And if we don't, then we lose tokens. So we're sort of penalizing ourselves if we don't do what we say we do. Then we'll have our private sale, and all details of this will come out very, very soon. We're going to have a 1 cent launch, and we can look to raise 3 million. That's really our starter pot. That gets us a few projects on board and also gives us the marketing money to really do the main sale. Private sale buys at 1 cent will have to vest for 12 months at the end of the main sale launch, and all funds are in stablecoin. We don't want to raise in Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. because we've just seen so many projects do that, and then the price goes up or down. They either win or lose. We know what our budget is. We're going to stick to it. We raise stable coin, put it into cash, use that cash, and obviously spend it in the right way. And then we'll have the main sale, which will be at 3 cents. And really, this is the Pierre Resistance, in the sense of that's what gives us that big budget to bring in lots of projects, attract projects to us, so we can bring them into the ecosystem and get them started. And all of those coins at 3 cents will go straight into the market to be traded. We'll be accepting USTD, BUSD, that's probably my favourite right now, and then USDC as well. Then we have use of funds. So 21% will be used as running costs and the day-to-day, ad hoc legal, C-level staff. 24% marketing, money put aside specifically for launching products to market, but also making them aware of WALC brand, so we attract more people to us. 45% will be used to basically fuel the incubators projects and launch them, and then 10% contingency fund. I've actually been this presentation was done in 2022. I've rerun the numbers for 2023. I think our incubator pot will be more 50%, and actually we'll refine some of those running costs. So here's our roadmap. So we raised some ICO equity money early doors. We also had marketing and legal plan for an ICO. So we have done all the due diligence through a different entity, which allows us to launch our token legally. So we won't hit any issues like XRP, for instance. May 2023, we're going to recruit some more projects. We're talking to lots of projects now, which is really exciting on what they're doing. Obviously that whitelist launch, so we can get those 1 centers in. Completion of the real-time payment proof of concept, which is very interesting because that's when the banks will be looking at it. June, July, we'll be looking to launch on a top 10 exchange. We're going to do a live roadshow. So I just don't want to do social media. I want people to feel and touch and see the people at WALC and the bodies behind it, to give it that real face and not just be this company on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. I really want to engage with the community. And then we'll have our Tom solution and bank deal done, hopefully, as well. And as we move through to September, hopefully we'll launch a couple of these projects and completion of the real-time payment product. And then Jan 24, we'll have the live launch of the real-time payment in the top tier banks. And we'll also start to build out our exchange as well. And August 24, hopefully we'll be looking to do the first token buyback and launch the staking program as well. So let's have a look at our management team. There are a couple of people that aren't on the white paper, need to mention that. They are in finance. They are critical players to the management team, but due to the sensitivity of some of the work that they're doing right now for the FCA and different bodies, they can't go on the white paper. So there are more people on our management team. I just can't talk about them, but in the long term, when they move across to WALC full time, I will be able to release those details. However, let's start with myself. Obviously, I'm the CEO. I have a wealth of experience within blue chip marketing companies, from sales, marketing, finance. I've got a very broad background. Currently look after Spa, if you know who they are. Good £60 million portfolio there. I also started the YouTube channel in 2016, the James Crypto Bull. That was really, again, just to help people. Most things I've done is to help people and help projects, and I'm just really passionate about the space. And then in my spare time during COVID, I created, with a very good friend Carly, the #1 PPI claims company in Australia, unearthing a $60 billion opportunity. And that business is going from strength to strength. Then we have Matt Beekman, and he is the newest addition to the WALC team. Over the past 26 years, Matt has been instrumental in driving digital transformation for billion-dollar Fortune 400 companies, as well as building multiple B2B, B2C companies. He has architected, integrated, invented, and reinvented scalable, secure, durable, compliant PCIs, HIPPA, SOC, lots of things here. And Matt's been in the blockchain space for the last couple of years, working on different projects, and he is our newest member, but also he's very bright, very intelligent, and has plenty of ideas to help us move forward. We then have David Newcomb, who is our CFO. This guy's got uber amounts of experience as a CFO. He's worked for some really big brands here. Fingers Crispy Chicken, Costa Coffee, we all like Costa Coffee, Whitbread Restaurants, Sabre Corporations, and currently he's at Anytime Fitness APAC. So he has a boatload of experience when it comes to managing budgets and getting projects off the ground, and he's helped us massively. Then if we look at our marketing team, we've got Claudia Michelli. I've been friends with Claudia for over 20 years now. Claudia is now currently the director of Lego UK and Ireland. She's also headed up at Mondelez, the Cadbury's brand, which we all love. She was responsible for the Milk Tray Man. Made many women very happy. But she knows her stuff, and she's been really helpful. The WALC logo, as you see it, she helped us with the brand designing and everything with that. So I don't know if you've noticed, but obviously you've got the WALC, the type of text, and then you've also got the logo, which is obviously links, which creates the blockchain, etc., etc. Very clever, and she's helped us with that. Very good, and also with our marketing strategies as well. Then we've got Tom Smithson. Tom is a very experienced marketeer, and really he works within radio, and he's been helping us with some of the billboard stuff that we can do, because we've got some cool stuff that we want to do there. So he works for an agency, and they help deliver marketing messages UK wide, and they've got some really smart data which you can target your advertising. So if we put the words blockchain, it will basically put hotspots around the country where people have either typed that into their phone or whatever it may be, and it gives us these little hotspots where we should be advertising and then where we should avoid advertising. So actually when we spend our money advertising, it is really well spent. Then we've got Lindsay. Lindsay is our HR and organisational expert. Lindsay's doing a bit of everything at the moment. She's helping out with a bit of marketing, operations, a bit of everything. She's very experienced, been very good friends for some time now, and she's a little bit like my PA to some extent. She's always keeping me organised, let me know when stuff is, and she's very, very helpful and very passionate about the crypto space as well. But Lindsay's got loads of experience. She's currently working for, I believe, Devoted Pet Foods and stuff. So yeah, she's very experienced across many different platforms, many different types of businesses, very, very versatile. Then we have our advisor team. Again, there's more advisors. There's one that we can't put on here. But he's helped us with our legal status for our token, setting up our company so we can be run legitimately and stuff. Haven't put him on because he needs to stay anonymous for certain reasons, because he's working on certain projects. But wanted to just acknowledge him, even though I can't say his name. But he's helped us obviously set up our companies in BVI and lots of different things there. Our first advisor is Daniel Izzo. I've known Daniel for a very long time. Actually helped and reviewed them when they had their Amon project. Daniele has also had his Avaco Flesh, which is a legal marketing place, which they had that before they got into the crypto space, which was doing well anyway. And obviously, I talked to Daniele's brother as well. He's a very, very good developer, Christian. So he's not on here as an advisor, but I talk to him all the time. But Daniele has done really well recently, and he's actually the marketing manager for BitGet for UK, Philippines, and Africa. We've then got Mark Sugden, and big up to Mark. He helped us get our NEAR grant. Mark's been involved in blockchain since 2017. Most recently been working with development partnerships for NEAR Foundation, working with new teams, and he's got an eye for new projects, which is really good. And this is why what drew us to Mark really is he's a bit of a no bullshit guy. He knows his stuff, and he can sniff a good project out of say 20 projects. He'll sniff the 2 that are really good. So we've obviously brought Mark in for that purpose, but also he was incredibly helpful. He understood, especially our real-time payment solution, which he got us the grant for, and thankfully he had a background within FX wholesale, so he understood it and seen the huge potential that project has. Then we have Frederick, again known Frederick for some time now. He was an integral part of setting up Groupon in Asia, vice president position in Morgan Stanley. Yeah, he's got a good CV, this kid. And more recently, VP for sales at Mile High Labs, and which was the largest CBD extractor in the world. He's also now gone on to do his own business, which is Rensair. His dad invented some air filters many years ago, maybe 20 odd years ago. His dad's a bit of a genius in that sense. And obviously with the COVID incident, shall we say, that particular mobile HEPA filter virus killing extractor fan obviously took off pretty well. I think he's got in Google offices and all sorts of things. But Frederick is incredibly astute on the finance side and has been a great help. Well, that is our white paper. I hope it was informative, and I hope to talk to you all soon.